Yeah. The streets is going crazy. Bitcoin is up.
Yo,
Hoes is down.
Bitcoin is up after 2 back-to-back red days in the regular stock market. My regular stocks is back up. I added some more money in my thing. All that money was gone in 2 days. I was like, ooh, struggle.
Life is good, you know?
For sure.
Yes, good Lord. Y'all know who it is. It's my...
Yo, matter of fact, Bitcoin's so up. My dad, he said, he just texted me, we need to invest in digital currency. What do you know? I was like, bro, slow down, partner.
Nah, yeah, that's how it be. People in the house be asking me stock stuff now. I'm like, so how do you, when you start entering trades, be like,
Now you want to know.
Shit was a game yesterday, huh? In my face. I'm joking. I'll teach anybody anything.
For sure. Yeah, actually, it's been good though. Like a couple. Demo just got into trading too. He bought some stuff, and the next day, he was down. He's like, "Man, this is killing me." I was like, "You gotta have a strong stomach, my guy," because I was like, "Imagine if you had 10 times as much money or 100 times as much money in there, then that dip will be 10 or 100 times as big." So you gotta acclimate yourself to the to those dips, and then, funnily enough, I added some money to my positions that day. The next day, big cut. Next day, bigger cut. Bro, why? But thankfully, I'm still mostly playing with house money. So
yeah, I was gonna say it's funny because like in situations like that, that's when you gotta enter back in. Once it's going down. Yeah,
like if you definitely if the company is not actually struggling, you just wait. You just load up on the dips.
Exactly, it dips down. So all right, bet let me double up right here.
Yeah, just keep money going in that account, and then when you get your opportunity, spring on that thing.
And it's going right back up to the ceiling. Yeah. Digital currency, man. Get invested.
But welcome back, y'all, to episode 6 of the Reke and Reem podcast.
Hey.
I am Reem. I'm here with my illustrious co-host.
Reke.
You're
Reke.
All right, so this is what the streets been talking about. We're just going to jump into it real quick. Y'all going to figure it out when you hear his name, or you hear his voice, rather. But,
yeah.
I'm not even going to give no context beyond that.
I think we need to stop giving the woman the power, you know, with situations like this. You know, girls keep saying it's goals, but we got to start, this is not goals, you know what I'm saying? We got to start giving the bachelors, the men who running through a beautiful woman like this the credit, who not housing her, running through her. Because most, you know, like Boo, and last time I went to Diddy house, him and Boo was together, you know, like they dogs. So we got to start, you know, I know Lorie a beautiful woman, but we got to stop giving the glory to the woman. What about the bachelors? What about these, you know, who she not tied to none of them? You know, what about the futures, the Trey Songz, who been in through these hoes, you know, really bad bitches and bad. You got to start giving them the credit instead of Lorie.
He about to sue us now.
I said what?
I said if we keep talking at this point, he gonna sue us. But that's funny. That's funny. He's bending through. I thought he was about to say bending corners for a second. I was about to say, what you know about low riding Boosie?
Nah, so that so what that came out of was you know, Michael B. Jordan and Lorie Harvey are seemingly a quite happy couple right now.
It's a DJ Vlad interview, which
first of all,
or miss.
Why is I want to know why Boosie's still actually going down there? Because I thought we canceled Vlad.
Everybody cancels Vlad
over his Farrakhan comments. So not to lie, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely used to enjoy his interviews quite a bit because he definitely had some different angles. He interviews people that don't get interviewed often, and they felt free to express things they wouldn't otherwise express because it's not like a cable news platform, you know.
Yeah.
So that was cool, but
his interviews are interesting. Still,
that man's also a Fed, so
he is very much a Fed. So. Miss or super miss.
But yeah, so that came up, and then you know, Boosie said what he said. The one thing that was earlier in the clip that I didn't realize was that what's his son's name? Justin
King.
That homegirl dated Justin and Diddy. That's the kind of shit you only like. I've only heard. I don't know anyone who's done that.
That's
I've heard people talk trash about it. I didn't really think that it happened, but
that's a crazy power move.
And y'all live in the same house, right?
That's like some Zane Sex Chronicle shit.
Something like that. But yeah, y'all live in the same house, and it's like, oh, would you come down and say, hey, son, she cute, son. all right, son.
Yeah,
you can leave. What?
That's
like, bro.
That's one of them fantasy novels.
Yeah, for sure. That's some
crazy.
next level.
But hey, I don't know what it is. Once you get in this certain tax bracket, you really just be doing shit.
Life is different.
You just be doing shit.
For sure. For sure.
But either way, I disagree with Boosie. I don't think nobody deserves any credit for this felonious behavior on both sides. Because you just doing shit like this.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, live life. And it's like, okay, well, live life with a purpose. Like, if you're going to be dating niggas, like,
maybe that
date
is the
niggas
purpose.
that you can see doing something for you. And same thing with niggas. If you're going to be dating girls and mess with girls that are going to be helping you progress.
So it's interesting you put it that way, right? Because you could say that given her purpose could have been to execute this list. You know, okay, cool. That's one. Also, if it is to be, if it's them doing something for her, having gone through this list of people, like, she is in the forefront of the media right now. So technically it is doing something for her.
What does she do?
She's just the son of the
King,
daughter of someone
That's
famous.
right. Steve Harvey's daughter.
Yeah. That's why it's a big deal. Because the number, what I've come to realize as I've gotten older is that all these dudes that have all these songs about having all these women, they all date the same girls back to, like, over and over. They just recycle the same women all the time.
That's how the songs keep the same
same vibe.
Topics. Because they're just doing the same shit so they can have topics for their music.
Like, maybe no, I can't even say. I was gonna say maybe if you were in high school, because it's kind of like it's a closed environment. But even then, like, everybody's not dating the same girl over. Like, that don't happen.
It doesn't, because.
And maybe that was Boosie's point.
One, we're in a pandemic. That's disgusting.
In a panty.
We're in a pandemic. It's kind of nasty.
What I'm
just running through.
It makes it
the
more
same people, but like you.
Maybe it's like, hey,
circle,
hey,
like,
you ain't catch no Rona? All right, cool. She's safe.
Hey, I'm joking. Well,
nah.
So she's clean, bet.
Yeah. So. I mean, to your point, yeah, I don't really think it should go either way, because it's like, how many of us actually date women that don't have any, or date, never mind, women, how many of us date anybody that don't have a body count?
Yeah, that's rare. Not saying it's impossible, but it's highly rare.
And so it gets, I don't know, it's just craziness. I don't know, what do y'all think about what Boosie said? Is he right? Is he wrong? Should we care at all?
I think so. What I took from what Boosie was saying is, instead of the girls being famous for being dated by a bunch of guys, we should start championing the dudes for dating a bunch of girls, like making dudes famous. So then we're gonna go back to like Kevin Federlines and shit, which we don't need. So this is my point. Either way, this is the wrong energy. Because the people that are being made famous for this are not the people that deserve to be famous. Look at J. Cole. He's been married for like 5 years.
Yeah.
All his music, relationship-wise, is from shit like back in the day. Like his personal stories or anything else. It's something of some substance, like a lesson he learned from some shit. No one knows his wife. No one knows his kids. And he keeps it like that way. Yeah. It's just like, what do I need to be in this circle for? Because y'all all talking about the same shit. Y'all doing the same shit. And you do
the same things with the same people over and over again. That's what I'm saying. I can't.
You are what you do, man.
Which I guess like I was saying, it makes all of just fame and media stuff seem straight WWE. Because I know for me personally,
it's fabricated.
You can't give. If one of your mans achieves a goal, he gets props. If everybody else follows behind with the exact same thing, like, it's not as exciting the third, fourth, fifth time. Like, y'all not getting no props for this. That's regular now.
No, that's fact. That is definitely fact.
Or this is just like, as vegan Kenny used to call him. When we used to go out, he would call dudes like what do you call them? He called them transplant dudes, because it would, like, there'd be some chick right in the bar of the club that everybody's ready to talk to. But then once he goes and talk to her, or whatever, one of us to go talk to them, then everybody else, like, now the gate's open. Now everybody feels confident enough to go speak to her because somebody broke the ice.
That's
so
the sad part.
He used to call that the heart transplant.
I feel
Shout
bad
out
for
to
the
Kenny.
girls in that situation because most of the time they just be there to chill.
Oh,
And then
side
one
note.
dude,
Go ahead.
one
finish.
dude
I'm gonna cut
comes
you off.
up, she turns him down because I'm just here to chill. And then now it's like,
I don't-
oh shit,
I don't
she
think
turned
that's
him
true.
down.
I don't think
it's my
that's true.
turn.
I don't think that's true at all.
Oh, what?
This is what I think really goes on, and I've said this before. And you know me, when I have an opinion, I feel very strongly about it. And I've gotten the screw face when I said this, but it's not that they just be out chilling just to be with themselves. It's no, they're just frustrated that they're not getting the attention from people that they want. Because if it was somebody that actually wanted, that was rolling up on them like that, they would have no issue. So it's not, oh, why are these guys bothering me? It's like, no, you came out fishing and you're just not you're not attracting who you feel like you want to attract. That's not the same thing. So don't try to make it seem like these dudes are out here being, whatever, because, like, if there's a flashing sign that says for sale, you're going to go see what's being sold.
That's true.
You're not going to turn away but you in the business of turning away customers. Man, shut up. You ain't out here I just get dressed up for my girls. No, you not. No, you don't.
It's some felonious dudes out here though.
Oh, for sure. I'm not saying that the dudes aren't trash. I'm just saying the idea that people go out just to dress up for themselves and don't want no attention is a lie.
Yeah. That is true. Depending on where you at, that is true.
No
one's out here just to be out here. Well, no,
right.
Everyone's out here just to be out here, but no one's out here just to, I want to have a good time by myself.
But this does kind of draw
crib.
into question, like, I guess what makes all of this sad though is that a lot of people, and we talked about this a couple episodes ago, like knowing what we know now about relationships would have changed so much of how we approached them in the past, and no one ever taught us anything. So all the education we get on relationships, especially younger folks, is from the media.
It's either from the media, it's from angry older people that are like, why the fuck y'all still doing this dumb shit?
But then those same old folks who are angry never took any time to educate anybody on what the approach, might be, what they ought to look for, anything like that. But they just mad because it went sideways. Like, bro, if you're not channeling the energy, it's gonna go everywhere.
That is true.
Or it's gonna follow the path of least resistance.
True. I mean, we talked about this before. Nobody really wants what they need. So it's just like, hey, until you realize that the person that you're with is like that has to be a benefit to you at all in all aspects.
Right.
Then
how
out here.
How is this person contributing to your life? But also, how are you contributing to their life?
Good point.
That's the kicker, because I definitely experienced some situations where, matter of fact, it's a good question. I don't know if I should ask this even on the air, but I've been reflecting on some things. I had to ask myself a question. I said, am I a taker? Right? Because I know that when I encounter folks that are, it's just in my mind, I'm like, how do you live this way? Right?
Yeah.
You come to the situation as take. And then, given just my perspective on life, like if it really bothers me that much, then it's something I'm doing somewhere, but I just don't know. I got to figure out where that is and correct it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
When you say taker, you mean like somebody that when people offer, you just mind in turn, or you just
go into situations looking to take and looking for what's in it for you, not what you can bring to a situation.
See, I feel like I'm the exact opposite, which has become a detriment. Because to your point, it has to be a balance. You can't just be like give. Well, no, that's not healthy. Yeah, there has to be a balance, but
you should. I think I just say that if you're gonna give something, it should not be for want of compensation.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
No,
so if you can't do something because you want to do it, not because of whatever, feeling coerced, then don't do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. That everything that happens should it just naturally come. And when I say that, I don't mean things just happen. I mean it should be genuine energy just flowing. It shouldn't be no oh, such and such did this for me, so I'm gonna do this for them. Oh, such and such did this, so I'm gonna do this with them. It's like, nah. Just do. As in,
Yeah.
you gotta find somebody you comfortable just giving to, and you don't feel like you being shysted.
Right.
Because even if you don't get anything back, you still got something back. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's
Yeah.
about. So at the end of the day, it's all about giving.
Because you're not necessarily gonna get your
You don't want
like
nothing
you
tangible.
get back what you put in, but it doesn't always come back from where you put it in.
Exactly.
It almost never comes back from where you put it in, and so
No.
that's maybe that's what I'm dealing with. I don't know.
That's what most of That's It never comes back in the direction in which you give, because that
It's just not
giving
how it
on
works.
that road, like most of us have not figured out how to healthily give and take yet on a consistent basis. And most of us, it'll be for a little while, and then we either become the super givers or the super takers, or we just kind of shut out. So
What
it's about acknowledging where everything is coming from. Like, you just got to be aware that when you, it's like karmic cycle. It's like when you give something, something's gonna come back, but you don't get to decide what comes back.
Yeah, and maybe that's I know for me, like
You gave something that was needed, so you're gonna receive something that was needed. But what you need probably ain't what you want.
Right.
So that's usually what it is.
Fair.
It's just like, all right, well, stop waiting for this to come
Yeah.
and just be open to what's coming, because there's no definition on what's coming. You just know, it's just understand it's coming back. That's the idea of faith, right? You work and you just know something's coming. You never know what the fuck is coming.
That's just safe. Faith without
But-
works is dead.
Come on now. Exactly. And then the better you get it just working, the better you get it manifesting, and then the things that you actually want in time will come, because then you start wanting the right things at the right time.
True. So speaking of give and take, you asked this question earlier before we started.
Yeah.
Why? Or is it your question?
It is.
So go ahead.
Why do we still celebrate Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Capitalism. That's the only thing that comes to mind for me. It's capitalism. Niggas is making too much money off these roses and these flowered
I think I told you
heart
this.
boxes.
I told you this
food
last
and
week,
stuff.
because that was after I got the bouquet.
Yeah.
Listen, people don't. So I used to work at a flower distributor, right? And when you order flowers from the farms, they come in like bundles of 25 inside larger packs, and you pay for them by the stem. Okay.
You do.
The most expensive roses that we could buy, I think, were 30 cents a stem.
Mm.
Okay. But you're buying them in bundles of like 125, so it adds up quick. However,
Yeah.
when you go to a flower shop and buy a single rose on Valentine's Day, it's like $6.
$6.
That markup is bananas.
That's That's like a 9,000% increase.
Something.
Literally.
It's up there. But it's just like it's
It's just no.
It's a couple thousand for sure.
It's all capitalism, man. And if you really pay attention to it, all the people that actually celebrate Valentine's Day are rarely in actual relationships. Like,
but also, go ahead. Finish your point.
that's like Valentine's Day is a day where motherfuckers that don't really care try to act like they care the most.
Okay.
Because people that don't really care have no problem
Faking it.
Faking it. Exactly.
No, that's a good point. Somebody, I watched this dude. I wish I had it. I would play the audio. But he was saying that basically, he's like, why do y'all spend all this money on Valentine's Day to go be regular? Like y'all not doing nothing exciting, nothing spectacular, just to be regular. And then I thought about it. I kind of agree, right? Because for me, it's if I really rock with you like that, then I'm
like
gonna
week
give when
thing.
I'm gonna give when I feel like giving, which is gonna be more frequent than birthday, Valentine's Day, Christmas.
Exactly.
If you even celebrate those holidays, right? And so, to me, like waiting until this particular day to do something, it's like for what? That feels fake.
It is fake.
And then also, if you actually look into where Valentine's Day came from, you probably never celebrated ever in life. But that's a whole nother.
Let's do it, Dr. Umar Nuri.
I'll let young Pharaoh take that.
Simple as that. Yeah. Most people don't realize that 90 to 99% of these holidays were made for capitalist reasons.
Yeah.
And they come from horrible places.
Yep.
But media, right? There's nothing. First of all, let's think about the time in which Valentine's Day is. It's in February 14th, one of the colder months of the year.
For sure. At least in this hemisphere.
And this on the East Coast, where we live.
In the northern hemisphere.
Yeah, in the northern hemisphere, it's cold. We in wintertime right now. Ain't much to do in wintertime except snow and cold activities. Ain't many cold activities unless you live somewhere where you just got space and you can just do things. So, what then becomes the thing? Spend money. Go inside, spend money, go to dinner, get these bouquets, get this chocolate covered strawberries in the shapes of hearts. That shit is, first of all, chocolate covered strawberries taste good on every day but Valentine's Day.
Wait, what?
Valentine's Day is the only day that they taste not good to me.
Maybe because they made too many to spoil it.
Yes.
It's like Patron. Patron used to be mad good, and then when it got popular, the quality went down.
What are we drinking?
Yeah.
Just piss? For real, though. Shit is crazy. I just don't.
I think that's called beer.
I'm just getting upset that people are just refusing to do history on things.
Oh.
And everybody's just, like, it feels like everybody's just, once again, starting to just be cool with where things are. And how things are. And it's just like, let's not get into this.
And be like, why are you bringing up old shit, Tariq?
You feel me? It's like when the pandemic first started, everybody was waking up and realizing shit needed to change and doing stuff. Now Biden's in office and everybody's kind of just slowing back down. And it's like, bro, why?
Because they thought that
it's like if we ramp up, we'll get Trump out of here. But then that was the end goal: get Trump out of here.
Yeah, that was it, right? Nothing beyond that.
And
so
that'd be my issue, bro. It can't be end goals.
It's I think I don't know. People didn't know what they were really voting for. That's all I gotta say about that one. And
anyways,
I've had that conversation 1,000 times.
Yeah, back to Valentine's Day though. Stop buying stuff on Valentine's Day and paying these white people and these rich people. Bro. Like, first of all, if you really care about somebody, make the gift. The shit that y'all are buying, you can make it home. Has anybody thought about that? Chocolate covered strawberries. That's a fun activity.
For sure.
Is that not a date night?
Also, I'll tell you, last year,
dinner. Fucking cook something.
I turned the whole living room into like a fort. That was actually mad fun.
Right. Think, niggas.
So
think.
Yeah, there's
think,
that. I'll give you that one.
The telly is old.
Yeah.
The hotel is played out. Stop renting the hotel room.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do something,
unless it's the villa,
do
the $1,500 a night villa, stop renting the hotel room.
That you gotta take a flight to.
Yes, unless you going out of state, unless you're going out of country, fuck is you doing? You just wasted $100, $300 for what? To sleep in a room that somebody else is gonna clean up tomorrow. Half of y'all got maids. Relax.
Oh. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Niggas don't even realize it. They be living the same life in somebody else's fucking space, and they be trying to make their life. That was crazy. That didn't make no sense.
No, it made perfect sense actually, but all good. Carrying on. All-Star game.
Let's get into the All-Star game.
All-Star game.
All right. So
right. So as of right now, we know what the starter pool is, right? So for the West, we got Luka, we got Steph, we got LeBron, the Joker,
Nicola.
and Kawhi. If you're not an NBA fan, you're not gonna know who these people are. And if you are an NBA fan, you already know they only second names.
As you say the names, I'll go back and describe them as someone that doesn't know basketball might have seen them in person.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
All right. So then on the for the East starter pool, we got Kyrie.
No, I'm gonna do it after.
Yeah, okay. We got Kyrie. We got Bradley Beal. We got KD. Got Giannis and Joel.
All right. So for the West, Luka, he's that white kid that everybody's been talking about that keeps ripping his jerseys. And yes, he has the cool last name. Steph, if you don't know Steph Curry in the world, then you're just not paying attention.
Aisha's
to
husband.
The world. Yeah, Aisha's husband. And if you don't know Aisha, she was upset that Steph was getting more attention than her at one point. And she has a fire cookbook.
Despite being one of the best basketball players on the planet. But carry on.
Yeah. And she had a fire cookbook.
I think LeBron needs no explanation.
LeBron, if you don't know who LeBron is, then you just don't know who people are. Jokic is a big, stupid-looking motherfucker, but he can pass and he can score. I don't know how to describe him. He's like that. Kawhi Leonard looks like your cousin that shows up to all the functions high, but he's a good dude. Like, he just don't talk to nobody. He just be high. He just sit in the corner, but it's like, it's just Kawhi. Just let him go. Kyrie's homeboy that thought the earth was flat. He still does. And he was saging the court the other day.
Yeah.
Only for the media to come in 3 minutes after and completely fuck up the feng shui.
You gotta
He tried.
You gotta make it fresh. You gotta make it fresh.
Bradley Beal is the loyalist dumbass on the planet because he's been the best player in a horrible situation for 4 years.
Shout out to B. Beal.
And he's just like, see, this is where it's like, bro, we get it. You're a good guy. You don't want to do nobody wrong, but they're doing you dirty. You got to get out of there. Like, that's Bradley Beal's situation. KD is that tall, lanky motherfucker from DC that don't brush his hair. Giannis is homeboy who nobody can really pronounce his name. And Joel Embiid is the big sloppy footwork dude from Philly.
He's nice.
He is nice, but when he talks, you think you're talking to like Cookie Monster with Down syndrome. But that was bad.
Yo, what?
That was a bad one. But think about it.
Yeah.
No offense, because I love Joel Embiid. Like, I love Joel Embiid.
Fired. Yo, that's
but
hilarious.
when he talks, it's like, did you drive here?
Oh, goodness
or did somebody
gracious.
drop you off? You know what I mean?
Wow. I mean, English is probably his 17th language, but
Exactly. Ain't nothing against him.
yo,
Look,
you're wild.
it's nothing against his English. It's about how slow he talks.
I hear
Because
you.
Serge Ibaka is also and speaks 73 different languages, but like he got some pizzazz when he talk. Like he's up there. Joe's like da da ba da ba, and it's like, are you singing or talking?
You're hilarious. All right,
But you gotta love him because he's skilled.
fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So for those who are not NBA fans and those who are, maybe you've forgotten. They do play the All-Star games with full rosters.
Full.
Dang, I just realized AD's not a starter.
He hurt.
True. So, but these first 10 guys, which is 5 from the West, 5 from the East, it's set up like they're playing pickup. So LeBron is a captain of the West, and KD is a captain of the East, and they're just gonna go down the line. They're gonna make their team out of the other 8 available guys, and then I think the rest of the rosters are just filled with fan votes and stuff.
You know what
LeBron's
I
team won last year on a free throw, no less.
You know what I low key wish they would do?
What?
Actually make it like pickup. So these 5, they get to pick 2 players. So everybody gets to pick 2 players and just make it a 3-on-3 tournament.
Oh,
That would be hard. That would probably be very tedious and it would take all day. And they probably not trying to do that shit. But I think that would be cool. Because I want to see who thinks they play well with who.
so they would either need 6 to do like an actual bracket. Well, actually, no. It had to be 8 or 4. But anyways, unless they do a play-in game, right? But then which one of these guys?
Whoever got the least votes.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. So it would be like a 4-on-4 tournament, and
Exactly.
start with 2 play-in games. That would actually be
You
fire.
feel me? Because I don't know who. Are we going to get March Madness this year?
I don't know. It don't seem
This
like
could
it.
be our little joint.
That would be tight though, and it could be like a 1-day tournament.
Exactly, 1-day tournament, and then
Yeah.
whoever 3 at the end, and that would take it back. That would bring NBA Jam back. 'Cause you know, NBA Jam, you can only play with 2 or 3 people at a time.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, that would be fire.
that would be fire.
That would be fire. It would be well. It might take away from the big 3 too, though. But whatever. Or maybe it would help them because they play in the summer, right? The big 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
Big
yeah.
3 plays in the summer.
That'll be tight. I like that idea. So it's
That would be
it's
cool,
a
man.
tournament. The first 2 games are first couple games are play-ins, and you get to pick your squad from.
I'll let me NBA. I got ideas.
Yeah, you're right though, because because there's 15 aside. Yeah.
That would be interesting.
All right,
Because it's like, all right, all y'all are all stars, but all right, we just gonna watch a game of all stars versus all stars, and y'all not really gonna start playing until the last 5 minutes.
last year it was the last 5 minutes.
And they did it different last year to where it was to a point max.
Which was weird, but they won a free throw.
Very
It's like,
weird.
when's the last time you saw fouls in an All-Star game that actually affected the game? It's crazy.
Last time I saw actual defense, they was trying to run plays and stuff. And it's like, how
Yeah.
y'all got plays?
That was tight.
But yeah, I think that would be dope because it's like, all right, all of y'all are all stars because of your individual talents, right? what you're doing for your team individually that's helping them as a whole.
Yeah.
How about you make your own little roster, your own little 2-man team, and see if you can beat the rest of the All-Stars? Who's the best All-Star? Real MVP shit.
Right. Yeah.
Rather than trusting the fans with votes, and that's how we got Taco Fall damn near getting in, because niggas just want to see Taco on the court.
That was the Pachulia rule. Remember that Jaja, his whole country voted for him. They almost had him. Which is like, yo, if your whole country voted for you, you should be in the All-Star game. I don't care how good you are.
If you can get that much of a turnout,
since they made that rule, that's trash. I didn't like that
rule. But yeah, it's like, bro, if you can get a whole country on board,
right,
for a sport that don't nobody over there play but you, that's fire.
And also they changed they do have the full rosters, but they is it? No, it's not. It's only one day this year, and there's not an All-Star break, so it's just these guys are just gonna play an extra game that Sunday, and they have to go back to regular.
That's funny.
So it's all taking place on one.
Now I see why they wasn't trying to do it.
Have the schedule.
Now I fully understand why the players were not like into this.
Yeah, they don't have the schedule up. I'll pull it up on what you call.
That's a weird situation. That's a very weird situation to be in as a player. It's like on the weekend, you just like going to a seminar in a sense, like a work seminar over the weekend, but you don't get the next Monday off. So that Sunday you got to go back home.
Right. Where's
Yeah, I would form a union. They have a union.
All right, yeah. So it's March 7th. It starts at 6:30 with the skills challenge and the 3-point contest. Then at 8:00 the All-Star game starts, and then at halftime they have the dunk contest.
So the dunk contest is at halftime
of the All-Star game.
Yeah, this is.
I mean, it's the equivalent of having the Super Bowl halftime show for real.
It is,
so.
But it's a whole like event.
Yeah, fair.
They turned into the halftime show. I mean, before they did like 3 things in one day, but now it's everything in one day. So we'll see. We'll see how.
And there's no celebrity game or any of that. So waka waka.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. I miss seeing Justin Bieber and Kevin Hart go at it. Because that's what the world needs.
Yo, you see when Kevin Hart locked up Kyle Lowry, you're not allowed to be an All-Star after that.
Bro, I've been saying this for years.
Listen, I'm with
does.
you. I'm with you. However, when I didn't realize how much of the Raptors' success was him until after DeMar left.
That is
true.
So
I had to give him his respect after that. Like,
nah, he's a great leader for Toronto.
Need. Yeah.
I don't know what they doing up in Toronto, where the 6'1" overweight point guard is y'all best.
Maybe we can get
option.
Boy Wonder to weigh in and let us know. But
maybe.
We are out of time.
We are indeed. So there you have it. Little rundown. Leave Lorie Harvey alone in all aspects. Don't talk about her. Don't talk to her. It's like, nah, you can do what you want, but stop talking about Shawty, man. She out here living life how she want to live.
All right, y'all.
Boosie is whatever. Stop buying shit for people on the 14th just because it's the 14th.
Facts.
Fuck with her. Do it regardless.
All the time.
If you fuck with him, do it regardless.
Whenever it strikes you.
And yeah. Work on your Euro step. Maybe you'll be in the game next year.